Anyone who says chicken breast is always dry and tough has definitely never tried this recipe before. So, where is the secret? Watch until the end of the video, because if you skip just one small step, the chicken breast will never become as soft and juicy as you want. First, let's go buy the chicken breast. Try to choose pieces that are similar in size so the meat cooks evenly at the same time. One personal tip I always follow is choosing bone-in chicken breast. Many people prefer buying boneless chicken because it feels more convenient, but bone-in chicken breast is usually much fresher. The bone helps the meat retain its natural moisture better. And if everyone is interested in how to debone a chicken breast quickly and neatly, leave a comment, and I'll make a separate video showing the full method. Today, I'm using about 3 chicken breasts, which is just enough for one meal. After preparing the chicken, use a knife to cut a slit lengthwise through the center of each chicken breast. Be careful not to cut all the way through the meat. Just cut deep enough into the center, then gently slice outward to both sides to create a small pocket inside the chicken breast. This pocket is what helps keep the filling inside later instead of letting it spill out during cooking. Next, season the chicken with a little salt and black pepper. There is no need for too much seasoning at this stage because we still have a flavorful topping coming later. But even though the seasoning is simple, massaging the seasoning into the chicken is still extremely important. Use your hands to rub the seasoning evenly over the entire chicken breast so every side of the meat is coated well. And don't forget the slits inside the chicken too. Just spending a few extra seconds massaging the seasoning more carefully makes the chicken much more flavorful. And this is the real secret that helps the chicken breast stay soft and juicy instead of dry as many people expect. Place a small piece of butter right into the center of each slit. As the chicken cooks, the butter slowly melts into the meat, helping the chicken breast retain moisture very well. At the same time, the light richness from the butter also makes the meat noticeably more flavorful and tender. Now, lightly spray the skillet with a thin layer of oil, then gently place each chicken breast into the pan. The moment the chicken touches the hot skillet, you'll hear that satisfying sizzling sound immediately. The surface of the meat starts to tighten right away, and the aroma begins filling the whole kitchen. As soon as you flip the chicken breast over, the butter inside starts melting out along the edges of the meat, mixing with the chicken juices and creating a light glossy sauce underneath in the skillet. Just looking at it, you can already tell this chicken will definitely not turn out dry. Once the chicken breasts are evenly golden on both sides, transfer them all onto a plate and set them aside. Now let's prepare the vegetables to serve with the chicken. First, the onion. Slice it into slightly thick pieces so it keeps its natural sweetness and does not soften too quickly while cooking. Next are the potatoes and carrots. There was a period when I was going to the gym almost every day, and honestly, I became extremely tired of chicken breast. Every day was boiled chicken breast, pan-seared chicken breast, or chicken salad. I ate it so often that just seeing a meal prep container was enough to make me lose my appetite. Until one day, my trainer introduced me to this cooking method. He said, "You don't actually hate chicken breast. You just haven't found the right way to make it taste good yet." At the time, I didn't really believe him, but after trying this recipe for the first time, I truly understood what he meant. It is still just chicken breast, but with a little butter, vegetables, and cheese. Used the right way, the meal becomes so much easier to enjoy while still feeling healthy. Now let's go back to the skillet. Add the onion first and stir gently until it starts becoming fragrant. As the onion heats up, it slowly softens and releases a very comforting natural sweetness. Then add the potatoes and carrots, stirring everything together with the onions. At this point, the colors in the skillet already look beautiful. The yellow potatoes, orange carrots, and soft, translucent onions together create such a warm and comforting feeling. While waiting for the vegetables to cook, we'll prepare the topping for the chicken. First, finely chop the shiitake mushrooms. The smaller the mushrooms are chopped, the better the filling will blend with the cheese instead of feeling separated. Next, finely chop the celery and add it to the bowl with the mushrooms. Then, grate in your favorite cheese. Today, I'm using Parmesan because it has a rich and flavorful taste without feeling too heavy. Finally, mix the entire filling well. At this point, you'll have an incredibly fragrant mixture with the mushroom, celery, and cheese fully combined. And now, everything is ready. Place all of the chicken breasts back into the skillet with the vegetables. Now, take the mushroom and cheese filling from earlier and spoon it into the slits cut into the chicken breasts. Don't be afraid to fill the chicken a little more generously. As it cooks, the cheese will melt down inside the chicken and combine with the meat juices to create an incredibly rich and flavorful filling. After stuffing all of the chicken breasts, season the top with a little salt and black pepper to make the overall flavor more balanced and savory. Next, pour about 2/3 cup of cream into the skillet. The cream combines with the chicken juices, butter, and vegetables to create a rich and fragrant sauce that already looks delicious just by itself. Let it cook until the sauce has mostly reduced. Wow, it looks absolutely incredible. The sauce has thickened slightly and coats the vegetables and chicken with a glossy finish. The cheese slowly melts out from the slits in the chicken, while the creamy sauce underneath smells rich and comforting without feeling too heavy. Now place a portion of the chicken breast and vegetables onto a plate. The moment it touches the plate, the creamy sauce slowly spreads around the chicken and looks absolutely beautiful. And it becomes even better when served with a few slices of fresh lemon. The light acidity from the lemon helps balance the richness of the cream and cheese, making the dish much easier to enjoy. Now slice the chicken breast in half. The most surprising part is that the meat inside is not dry at all. The melted cheese combined with the mushrooms and celery stays neatly inside the chicken and looks incredibly appetizing. If you enjoy simple recipes like this, don't forget to like and subscribe so I can continue sharing more delicious meals, helpful kitchen tips, and interesting recipes every day.